All right. Well, Thursday. Happy Friday, Junior. It is my favorite day of the week. Yes, it is. I'm extremely excited and happy today. Welcome, everyone. How's it going? Keely Bannister, happy. Now, I guess where you are, it's pretty late. So it might already be Friday, if I'm not mistaken, over in the United Kingdom. And then Keely is updating us. She said that she just gave her turtle tank a quick clean for her small animals. They're really messy. Oh, how nice. I notice animals like people absolutely love cleanliness. Like my dogs, when I get them a new blanket, they just hop on that new fresh blanket every single time. How's it going, Duncan? Duncan says, hurry up, my Hawaiian pizza is coming. Is this like a Friday celebration meal, Duncan? Because I'm drooling along with you. I see the drool emoji. Um, and Keely doesn't seem to understand our love for Hawaiian pizza. Absolutely love Hawaiian pizza. So today we are going to be talking about comps. So this is something that if you're an experienced reseller, you will have a lot of tips to provide in our live tonight. And welcome, any and all tips that you have, because those who are listening will be able to learn from our experience, right? So I'm not going to go into detail and explain every single way. I'm literally going to explain like our go-to way of doing comps and explaining what comps are and all of that fun stuff. Hello, thrifting by Rich. You made it. Happy Friday, Junior, to you. Hope all is well. Hope your week is going okay. Does anyone have any interesting plans for the weekend? We kind of do. We've been making. Whoops. Sorry. I just went on my cell phone so I could see the stream on there. It was Michelle's recommendation. But Michelle and I, we've been taking a lot of time off. Well, she has. I'm a happy camper, just working all the time. But it is nice to get those scheduled time, days or times off or free times. Because at least if you mentally set aside a free time on your calendar, at least mentally, you're like, well, I can do whatever I want with my time. So if you decide to work because that's fun for you, no harm, no foul, right? So, couple, hi, Tootsie Avila, Sandra, our dear neighbor. Happy Friday, Junior, to you. Are you on the train ride home? Is the commute going on right now? So, quickly, would like to introduce myself. My name is Marina, and my partner and I, Michelle, we started flipping things about, I guess we're in our third year now of doing this. I can't believe how fast time flies, and absolutely love it. Like as time passes, you're gonna, you've probably learned, those of you who have been doing it for a while, there's a lot to learn as with everything else, right? So we love it, and we love sharing our journey with all of you, and we love learning from all of you as well. So we do have a podcast that we used to do during the pandemic. We started doing it 5 days a week. We've now reduced it to 2 days a week. So we do go live on YouTube Tuesdays and Thursdays on youtube.com/flippinggals1g. If you ever want to come and hang out with me and Michelle, who's she's not here now. She's taking, some much needed time to kind of slow down and enjoy the little things in life on the day to day, but she's still here. She's in the background. She's like giving me all these tips, like, Marina, get on your cell phone so you don't miss any comments. So she's still there in spirit. So a couple of comments here. Welcome, Bill, Girly Girl Style Hubs. So a lot of those who are here they're also resellers, and they also have really interesting and cool content. So please network, follow each other. Rich says, I'm getting hammered with security training classes. My area is the fastest growing area in New York. 2 casinos and other big businesses moving in. Congratulations, Rich, on that. That is really good for business. He's in the security business. How's it going, Irene? Irish Lux Poshmark, happy belated St. Patrick's Day. How was your day yesterday? Okay, awesome. So you're getting home early, Sandra. Happy to hear that. That's fantastic. So what are comps? Let me go ahead and share the lovely slide that Michelle actually helped to create, because I'm still not there with That's still Michelle's strength, and I'm still going to use her for this. So, what are comps and how to find them? So, comps, this is really interesting. I actually teach in my day job English as a second language, and I was asked to teach a real estate class. And at first, I was frightened because I don't know, I don't know I'm not a real estate agent, There's a lot I don't know about real estate, like 100% of things I don't know. So I decided to take a couple classes at a community college so that I could actually um, teach the vocabulary. So this is really just a vocabulary class, but so I could understand it and be able to explain it to students. And so I actually learned in this class what comps were, aside from us using this term daily in the reselling sphere, right? So comps are short for comparisons. And so basically in real estate, what agents do, or not agents, but appraisers or maybe agents too, to get an idea of the value of a home that you either want to buy or sell, is they're going to look around to see what the other homes in your neighborhood sold for the last time they were for sale. And so that's what comps are. And so interestingly, that exact skill is brought right into reselling. And we as, you know, resellers or online retailers, we do the exact same thing to find out what items are worth, especially if we're thrifting, especially if we're finding items at garage sales, estate sales, or even in our very own home, right? So that's kind of why we can go to garage sales, because typically the history of garage selling was, hey, I'm doing some spring cleaning. Maybe I can make a couple bucks. Usually it's not a lot, but just I don't want these items anyway. So one man's trash is another man's treasure, right? But certainly for the most part, garage sellers are not looking up comps, right? But us as resellers, or if we do want to make a profit off of items, we do want to make a little side cash to invest in our retirement, or to, save up for that vacation, or to, be philanthropists like Bill is, to donate to charity. Then you do want to look into the, how can you make some money off of all the time and effort, which we all know goes into doing this really fun activity or business, right, for most of us. So I want to take you through how Michelle and I find comps. And so I do have to say a funny comment from Duncan. He said, I'm still wondering what branding is. Duncan, yeah, because you left our last live. So please go back and listen to us on the podcast, and you could definitely get a nice idea of what branding is. So let me go ahead and change the slide. So this is a really cool item that I found at a thrift store when I was thrifting. And for those, listening on the podcast, it's a yellow, beautiful glass goblet, and it is vintage in nature. It's so beautiful. It looks like candy, right? So like it looks like you just want to pour a delicious cold liquid inside, and then I want to eat the cup. It looks it's so pretty and delicious looking to me. Maybe I'm just strange like that. But when I went into the glass section, because I was actually looking for crystal, we had done a bolo buy one. I now forget what bolo means. Thanks to Duncan. Be on the lookout, not buy one, keep one. That's what Duncan's definition is. But be on the lookout. We're doing it. Be on the lookout for crystal. Crystal has a lot of value. Ran into these cups. I had no idea if they had any value. So, what are these? What is this item? So I immediately take out my phone. I take a picture. You only see my face. Oh my goodness. Thanks for telling me that, Bill. Here I am. All I see was the slides. And I wonder if last time that's the same thing that I did also, the last time I was here on this live. So let's give that one more try here. And thank you again, Bill. Appreciate it for telling me that. So let's see here. Can you guys see the beautiful, delicious, I want to eat looking yellow goblets? Can you guys see it now? So, okay. So basically I took out my phone and I just took a picture of it, right? Like, yeah, took a picture of it. But that wasn't it. I took a picture of it so that I can use, still cannot see it, huh? That is so strange. Okay, let me try this one more time. Thanks for your patience, as I guess I am a noob when it comes. Oh, I think I know what I did. Or forgot to do. I forgot to click on screen share. How silly of me. So now I'll go ahead and do it. And now can you see the beautiful, delicious yellow glass goblets? Are they really small? Do you want them to be bigger? I'm gonna remove the comment that's on the screen as well. Okay, I see the little thing. Is that okay? Or let's make it bigger for you guys. That way you could see all the details of the slides here that Michelle made. I should have known because I'm looking at myself on YouTube and I don't see the picture. Anyway, thanks again for letting me know. So yeah, so here are the beautiful yellow goblets. Thank you so much, Bill, Girly Girl Style Hubs. So I took out my phone, took a picture of it. Then I went on the Google Photo app. So if you don't have the Google Photo app, it's a must. It's a reseller must-have app. So how many of you in the room actually have the app, the Google Photo app? It used to be called Google Lens, and they changed the name to Google Photo. So it has, yeah. So again, you can search for that. If you try to find Google Lens, you won't be able to find it anymore in the App Store, right? But yeah, Google Photo. So you click on the Google Photo app, and it takes you into your camera roll history, right? So you can see all of your pictures. And so the next thing you do is, and I have it on the screen, there's 4 icons on the very bottom of like where you're going to see all of your pictures, all the pictures in your album. And you're going to go to the 3rd icon from the left. And it looks like a little, almost like an Instagram kind of, looking icon, or like a shutter, like a little camera shutter. And you're going to click on that. And so what happens next is that the app starts analyzing your picture, right? So after it analyzes a picture, Sandra says that she didn't even know it existed. So that makes me happy. Yay! This is gold. This is gold for us when we're going around finding valuable items. It'll analyze a picture and then it will pull up, something similar online. And look what happened. This gave me the ability within a minute at the thrift store to find out what I was looking at, what I had in my hands, right? So first of all, that's like the most important thing, because how can you look up comparisons of similar items that sold if you don't even know the name? I don't remember if I did this or not. I know I've done it before, but if I literally just put yellow goblet, and I want to say that I do this sometimes because I want to skip a step, but then I end up wasting time doing that. And of course, you're going to get a ton of different items, right? So this will give you the exact item. So here it is. I found out that this beautiful, delicious looking goblet is called the Tiffin Franciscan Madeira water goblets. So this is exactly, I have a picture on YouTube here. If you guys come back and watch a replay, those of you who are listening to the podcast, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about, because I took a picture from my phone and I'm displaying that picture now. That's what shows up. So then I took that name, and again, I'm at the thrift store. Tootsie, that is so sweet of you to say that. She said, yeah, most of your content is gold. That is adorable. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you. So happy to share what we can, right? Happy to share anything that will help each other, as I know all of you do the same for us, which we really appreciate. So type that into eBay. So you're also going to need the eBay app. We use the eBay app a lot. eBay is supposed to be used to sell your items. We use the eBay app to look for comps. Why? Because it's a huge marketplace, right? So of course you're going to want to check there. There's 2 very large marketplaces. There's Amazon and there's eBay. eBay is, probably the largest marketplace after Amazon. I could be wrong, but this is definitely a place, a hub where people sell their items from around the house. Any items that they would like will be sold there. You can sell anything on eBay. You can't sell anything on Amazon. There is a little difference there. And so they came right up on eBay. Yay, score. And what you can do on your phone is you can click on advanced on the advanced settings, and then you want to check off the sold items so you can see what people paid for these items. Duncan, who's our eBay king, apparently says he didn't know. He said, wait, eBay has an app. eBay has an app. Use it for free. They don't charge you anything to have the app. All right. So now Girly Girl Style Hub says, I go with my gut until I get home. No comp checks at the thrift store unless Tori wants me to check something. So that's Girly Girl Style Hubs. Jealous of you because I can't do that yet. Yes, he has a lot of experience. Bill is a full-time reseller and he's a very intelligent person. So one day I will get there. Little by little, we can start building that mental Rolodex, right? For you young ones out there, look up what a Rolodex is. It's like our, before we had a smartphone and like a contacts list. But yeah, little by little, you'll start to build your mental Rolodex. So once you click the sold items, the list will refresh and you will get a new set of results, right? So on the app, on the eBay app, you're gonna see the prices in green, and that means that the item sold for that amount. So the first one that popped up here, there was 9 of these Tiffin Franciscan. I found out they're corn silk yellow, goblets sold for $50 plus $57 in shipping. So that's really for about $100, $107, right? I don't think it's going to cost that much, $60 to ship these. I mean, in labor maybe, but not like, in postage. I don't think so. So that definitely provides me with an idea. I found 7 of them. 3 were like bigger and then the 4 were smaller. So it was like almost like 8 and 8, almost like a totally complete set. So that's how we figure that out, right? Now you will be able to see how many sold. I see that 13 of these sets, they're all like sets, right? Sold versus 71 listings. You'll really have to go in there and analyze. And if you have more listings and items sold of the exact same thing, it will take you longer to sell those, right? Because the sell-through rate is lower. That's a different live that we may do the next time that I visit with you guys. Yeah, my pleasure, Bill. My pleasure. It's true. You and Tori are so knowledgeable, so humble, and you know a lot about a lot of things. It's awesome. Like yeah, that's what our brains are for, right? We should all have like computer brains like that. Working on mine. And another thing you want to do also to check the comps, we like to kind of reorganize a list. So you can reorganize a list to see the items that ended recently. You can reorganize it to see the items that shipped, with the highest price, highest plus shipping. So that will give you, again, an idea of what things are selling for. And sometimes seasonal items, you're going to notice that the same item will, if you're checking it out and it's like January, February, the items might be selling a little bit less than they are during like Christmas, right? Because there's a bigger demand. And keep in mind that the comps on eBay only show the last 3 months of sales, right? So there is another program you can use within the eBay platform called TerraPeak. And again, this is like another live, but that will give you a year of results. There's also another app that you pay for. I think it's like $4 that also takes out all of, 1 year data from eBay. It's called Completely. So you could also use that. For us, again, we like to stick just to eBay, the free one. Yeah, the free one. So yeah, the shipping price high. So if your shipping price is high, then there's definitely a good chance you're going to make a profit on that shipping if you're, pretty good at shipping your items and not using like a lot of supplies or, a very large box. Bill, Girly Girl Style Hub says, Rolodex, OMG, haven't heard that one in a while. I don't know where I got that one from because I haven't seen a Rolodex. Maybe from thrifting and estate sailing. So here's another really cool item that we found out in the estate sale recently. Now, of course, on this one, this is like an electric frying pan, but it has what I think is so cool. It has like a glass cover. And I mean, it's just like mid-century modern style. It's just so awesome. And we did get lucky on this one because this one actually came with the original instruction booklet. So it told me what it was, right? Sunbeam, controlled heat, automatic fry pan. Absolutely love these vintage ads and they're just so cool. I absolutely love these. But this wasn't the only item that we purchased from an estate sale, which had a lot of vintage electronic kitchen goods. So there was like a bread machine that looked like R2D2. It had like the glass, like half sphere on it. I had never seen that before. I didn't know what it was. So I did the same technique to find out that it was a bread machine. So, and then there was another kind of skillet type thing that didn't have its original instructions. So I used the Google Photos feature to find out what it was, right? And look up the comps before we made that buying decision. So here's another like quick example here of the listings of this electronic heat controlled frying pan. And we see here that when new in box sold for $165 in shipping. Well, it's not new in box. It's pre-owned in box, so it's well taken care of. All right. So Bill has a comment on this one. He said, "Holy moly, my grandma cooked everything in that back in the day." That is so cool. So that must bring back some nostalgic memories. I mean, it's so cute because the dial is so tiny. I'm like, my fingers are huge for that little dial. But one quick tip is if you're buying kitchen or any kind of these electronic items, vintage items, to always test them before you take them. So I did. I made sure to test them. And again, I'm a woman, and I can't imagine like a big dude how he would be able to like turn on that little dial. It's so little. It's so cool though. I want to keep everything that we find, all these treasures. How's it going, Brittany? Thanks for showing up today. Brittany All Bossed Up. So I know Brittany All Bossed Up. She has her own YouTube channel and Instagram account. Girly Girl Style. Hubs. His wife. Wait, no, I didn't say that wrong. Sorry. Girly Girl Style Hubs is married to Girly Girl Style. She has her own amazing content. Please give them a follow on Instagram and YouTube. And let's see here. And also, Duncan has an amazing eBay group. So, Duncan, if you would like to put that one in the comments, please do so. And if I'm missing anyone, please let me know. I don't mean to intentionally do that. But again, just all amazing content. I'm constantly learning from everyone as well. So this just, again, I'm going to move on, but on the picture here, it does say that this one has a result of 43 sold and 63 listed. So again, the sell-through rate is much better, right? So probably this one will sell faster than those beautiful yellow goblets, which by the way, we've already sold those. They sold pretty quickly for us. So there's one more place that's really awesome called Sell Hound. So you can go to sellhound.com. Sell like SELL, hound like the dog, right? A hound. But on your phone, if you download that app, it's free. And not only do they provide some of the eBay comps that I showed you, but they also provide some Poshmark comps, some Etsy comps, some Mercari comps. And so you can get an idea quickly on like one page what these items are kind of going for in other marketplaces, right? So honestly though, for Michelle and I, just so you know how we do it, we just do the eBay. That's pretty much good enough for us. Sometimes we'll cross-reference Amazon to see what they're selling something for. Sometimes, especially newer items, not so much like vintage items. But for the most part, we're good with eBay. And then when we sell the vintage items on Etsy, we always mark them up 20%, right? So Etsy is a different kind of platform. People there expect to pay more. And remember, this is actually a true story, but some people, I'm one of them, actually prefer to pay more for an item than less sometimes because we in our head psychologically we think like, well, this is a higher quality, so I'm willing to pay more for that. And that could be one reason why Michelle and I buy everything Apple computer computer related, even though my Apple computer that I purchased is super slow and it actually was a big letdown, to be honest. But I have to be honest, right? So yeah, so that's the other app. Has anyone used this app before, Cellhound? So again, this is just like a quick, again, free way that you can check comps on items. And then again, this is a skillet here. There's a little picture of eBay that shows a skillet, Mercari, which I think shows our picture, Poshmark, our picture. And then on Etsy. But a lot of those are even just that little booklet are being sold by themselves without the skillet. So those are also actually valuable as well. Now, that's actually it for as far as pictures that I have to show you. And let me remove the blank page for you there. That's actually it as far as pictures I have to show you. Again, I know all of the resellers here probably have a lot more, ideas or ways that they look up comps. Feel free to share in the comments if you have ways that you want to help others to do this. But for us, for Michelle and I, we keep it as simple as that. So anywhere we go, whether we're at a garage sale, at an estate sale, literally just off of eBay and Google Photos, that's all we need to make up our minds whether, we should purchase an item or not. It's really difficult to get rid of items. If you purchase them and then you go home and find out the items aren't valuable, you could really lose a lot of money that way. Bill, again, he has a little bit of a special talent that he knows stuff. I just know he has like a lot in his head. And I'm gonna catch up on a couple of the comments here. So Bill said, "Girly Girl Style Hubs, if you sell on Posh, you can always check solds for the item or items close as well." Yes. So there are sellers who focus on certain platforms, whether it's just eBay or just Poshmark, or just Mercari. Poshmark, very similar to how I showed everyone with eBay. You can literally, find the name of the item and click sold and then just find everything that's sold on there. So question, Bill, does it usually organize the items by recent sales, or can you also do it like what I did with eBay and then categorize it from like highest price to lowest price sold? All right, another tip from Bill. He said, use Google as well with the style numbers, etc. So I know Bill specializes in selling clothing. And so him and his wife do vintage, and I think he specializes on modern clothes. But his advice is use Google to look up style numbers. That's really great advice, Phil. Appreciate that. Sandra said, do you know Grayson's is having a virtual sale tomorrow morning? I did not. I really I hope that you go, Sandra, and thank you so much for letting us know. I'm working at that time, but I will definitely let Michelle know. I've been a little bit restricted on sourcing this month. So definitely wish you purchase and you get some really awesome deals there. And thank you again for letting me know, because I definitely would have loved to have been there. Like, you don't even know. It's like my favorite hobby of all time. All right. And so Bill answered my question. He said on the question I asked about Poshmark that usually with all solds, no high, low, or anything like that, which is fine. You could just scroll through. So that's really great. And I'm going to go through a couple comments here. Duncan said, I know young, I antique. Maybe you're just vintage, Duncan. How do you know you're antique and not vintage? Let's see here. Just going through comments. And I think I've gone through most of them. Yes, awesome. Okay. All right. Well, it was a short and sweet live today about comps. If you have any further questions, please feel free to send me a direct message on Instagram at Flippin' Gals with 1G. And again, follow everyone that you see on the live or that I've mentioned out loud on the podcast if you are wanting to learn more about reselling because like I mentioned, these resellers here have awesome content and they put it out every single week. So you'll be sure to learn something. So thank you again so much for being here. Favorite day of the week, Friday Junior. Have a beautiful weekend. I look forward to seeing everyone on Tuesday. And I really hope that you take some time this weekend to not just work on your business and your goals, but also to do something for yourselves, right? To do something that's going to make your heart happy. I'm going to make sure to do that. So on Sunday, I'm going to tell you guys what I'm doing. Feel free to share with me as well. But on Sunday, I hope to go on a hike with my dogs and with Michelle. And that's what I'm looking forward to on the weekend. So thank you everyone again for joining. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your night. And until next time, hope that you have a happy thrifting and a happy week of sales. See you then.